18 years. 18 years and a receipt is what finally tells me who you are. Vasquez Family Daycare, a little girl's name I've never heard, in a school I've never seen, in a life I didn't know existed.
Sarah? Sarah? You've been in there a while, you good?
Fine, just a headache.
Want me to grab you something?
No. I think I finally have everything I need.
3 days earlier, Sarah Mitchell thought she had the perfect marriage. She was about to learn she'd been sharing it.
People always ask what they'd do if they found out. I used to ask myself that too. Hypothetically, smugly, the way you do when you think it could never be you. Then I found a piece of paper smaller than my hand, and it turned out I didn't know my husband at all. I didn't know myself either. Not yet. Emma, phone, now. I will not ask a third time. You just did ask a third time. And yet here we are, still on the phone.
Can I have more syrup?
There's a pancake in there somewhere, I promise.
You're somewhere else this morning.
Just triple checking numbers before the flight.
Denver again. That's the 4th time this month. Should I start being jealous of a city?
Careful. Denver might start requesting custody.
Funny.
When suburban mother Sarah Mitchell finds a mysterious receipt,
What's this?
it unravels into a secret she never imagined.
Another family? 2 states away?
As she fights to protect her children and her sanity,
I have to decide. Justice, revenge, or freedom. Call me when you land. You know how I get.
I always do.
I know. I just like hearing you say it like it means something every time.
Love you. Tell the kids I said bye.
Safe flight, David. 4th time this month. Same week, every month. Vasquez Family Daycare. Balance due. Sophia Vasquez. Maybe it's a coworker's, maybe he's holding it for someone, maybe... Sophia. A daycare invoice in your husband's jacket. I know exactly how it sounds. Say it anyway.
I didn't say anything.
Your face did. Your face has been saying it since I sat down.
Sarah, I've known you 20 years. I'm not going to sit here and hand you comfort I don't believe. But I'm also not going to tell you your marriage is over because of one piece of paper.
Then what am I supposed to do? Call the number on it and ask, "Hi, sorry, do you know my husband?"
Not yet. Not until you know exactly what you're standing on.
He's in Denver right now. 4th trip this month. Every month, same week, like clockwork, like he's clocking in somewhere.
I know a guy. Discreet. Very good at what he does. If you want the truth, the real one, not the one you can live with, that's where it starts.
Set it up.
You sure?
I've spent 18 years being sure about him. I'd like to spend the next week being sure about something real.
Your friend here says you want the full picture. Not a summary. Not a guess. The full picture.
I want to know what Denver actually means. All of it. Every trip, every hotel, every name on every reservation.
That's a strange thing to want to know about your own husband.
Welcome to my marriage.
Raise the best in the state. Whatever's there, he'll find it. And if there's nothing, then know that it's definitely the truth. Trust him. Mrs. Mitchell, in 11 years doing this job, you know how many times a wife brought me a receipt like this and it turned out to be nothing?
How many?
Once. And even that one turned out to be something just 3 years later.
How long will it take?
A week if he's careless. Longer if he's careful. Men like this, the ones who've been doing it a long time, they get careless eventually. It's the ones who just started who are hard to catch.
18 years isn't just started.
No, ma'am. It isn't. Which means if there's something there, it won't take me long at all.
You've got that look. The one you had at 9 years old when you knew the dog ate the cookies but you hadn't found the wrapper yet. Mom, I'm serious. Something's wrong. Tell me. I found a receipt from a coffee shop. I think he's seeing someone. You're not surprised. I didn't say that. You didn't have to. Mom, what do you know? I know that a man who travels that much, that regularly, and never once wants you to come along, that's not a red flag, honey. That's a whole parade. Why didn't you say something before? Because you weren't ready to hear it. Because every time I got close to saying something, you'd tell me another story about how thoughtful he was, how hard he worked for this family, and I thought, maybe I'm the bitter old woman here. Maybe I'm the one who's wrong. And if you're not, then you survive it. Same as I did with your father's version of it. Same as every woman in this family has, one way or another. We don't fall apart, Sarah. We just take our time putting ourselves back together in a shape we actually like better. What did Dad do? You never really told me the whole story. No, and I'm not going to now either. Some things a mother keeps. So her daughter doesn't carry 2 griefs instead of one. Just know I recognize this particular silence you're sitting in. I've sat in it myself.
I'm going to say this plainly because I think that's what you'd want. There's a second marriage, a second mortgage, a second name on a second set of tax filings under a shell LLC he uses to move money between both households.
A second marriage.
Filed 4 years ago in Aruba. Legally, since he's still married to you, that marriage is void. Bigamy. But he's been living it as real. Birthdays, anniversaries, a daughter he calls his own, and as far as I can tell, treats like his own.
A daughter.
Sarah.
Does she know? The other woman? Does she have any idea?
She doesn't. Based on everything I've seen, no. She thinks she's his only wife, his only family. As far as I can tell, she has no idea you exist.
Then she's the second victim in this, not the villain.
That's not for me to say. But for what it's worth, that's not usually how people in your position see it right away.
I've had 18 years to learn how to see things clearly, Ray. I'm not going to waste my first clear look hating the wrong person.
You don't have to decide anything today. You don't have to confront anyone, file anything, tell the kids anything. Today, you're just allowed to sit with it.
I don't want to sit with it, Michael. Sitting with it is what got me 18 years deep into a lie.
I'm not trying to slow you down. I'm trying to make sure you don't burn down your whole life in one night because his was already on fire.
Would you have told me sooner? If you'd known?
I've asked myself that same question since the coffee shop. Honestly, I don't know. I'd like to think I would have. I hope I would have.
That's the most honest thing anyone said to me all week.
Is Dad staying the whole week this time?
He said through Thursday. Then he's got the Portland trip.
He's always got a trip.
That's what happens when you marry someone important, baby. Now go wash up. He'll be home soon. Home soon.
Mom, does Dad have another family somewhere, like a secret one?
What a question. Why would you ask that?
I don't know. He just always seems like he's thinking about somewhere else.
He's just tired from work, baby. That's all. Go to sleep. 18 years. You built a whole life around him, made him breakfast, raised his kids, defended him to your own mother. And he built a whole other one. With her name on the mailbox and your husband's face at her dinner table, telling her daughter bedtime stories you didn't know existed. Okay, David, let's see how good you are at lying to my face when I already know every single word is a lie. Mom? Michael, I need to see her face when she realizes what he is. I need one thing tonight that's real, even if it's ugly.
You don't have to do this tonight. We already have the photos, we have the report, we have enough for a lawyer, a judge, anything you need.
Photos are proof. This is closure.
Those aren't the same thing, Sarah.
Turn here. That's the house. That's his other house. It even has a porch swing. We never got a porch swing.
You can still walk away.
No, I really can't. Not anymore. I've been walking away from the truth for 18 years. I'm done doing that. Can I help you? I'm looking for David Mitchell. I'm sorry, there's no David Mitchell here. My husband's name is David Vasquez. Is it? Tall, dark hair going gray at the temples? Says he's in sales? Travels the same week every month like clockwork, always Denver or Portland or wherever work happens to be that week? How do you know what he looks like? Because I've been married to him for 18 years. That's not possible. We got married 4 years ago. In Aruba, I have the photos. I have a marriage certificate. So do I. Mine are from 2008. Would you like to compare venues? Mine was a church in Ohio. Nothing as nice as Aruba, I'm sure. 18 years. You said 18 years. 2 kids. A house. A whole life he apparently kept in a folder labeled Denver. Sophia thinks he's an only child kind of husband. She thinks she's the only family he has left after his parents passed. He told me his parents were still alive, just estranged. I guess estrangement runs in the family. He estranged himself from the truth a long time ago. Last week, she asked me if he had another family. A secret one. I told her not to be silly. She asked you that? Kids know things before we let ourselves know them. I should have listened to my own daughter. Don't do that. Don't turn this into something you should have caught. I had 18 years and a jacket pocket handed it to me by accident. You didn't fail her. He failed both of us, on a schedule, with a folder full of receipts to prove how organized his lying was. What do we do? We stop being the only 2 people in this who don't know what's actually going on. And then we make sure he's the only one who loses everything tonight. That's him. Good. Let's ask him ourselves.
Elena, babe, you would not believe the flight. They delayed us on the tarmac for another... Sarah.
Hi, David. Or should I call you David Vasquez tonight? I want to make sure I use the right name for whichever wife is in the room.
This isn't... I can explain.
Explain what, David? That you have another wife, another whole family 2 states away?
Just let me talk, okay? Both of you, please.
No. You've talked for 18 years. Tonight, you listen.
That's got both our anniversary gifts in it. Sarah's necklace, Elena's watch.
You bought us gifts on the same trip.
I always buy gifts on the same trip. It was just easier that way.
Easier. God, David, easier. I think we'll be holding on to this for now.
It wasn't supposed to go this far. I met Elena on a work trip, and it was supposed to be nothing, and then it wasn't nothing, and I didn't know how to walk away from either of you.
So the solution was to marry her? To have her raise a daughter thinking you're a loving husband with no other family?
I love you both. That's the truth, whether you believe it or not. It wasn't supposed to go this far. I met Elena on a work trip, and it was supposed to be nothing, and then it wasn't nothing, and I didn't know how to walk away from either of you.
So the solution was to marry her? To have her raise a daughter thinking you're a loving husband with no other family?
I love you both. That's the truth, whether you believe it or not.
Love isn't a receipt in a jacket pocket, David. Love isn't a second mortgage on a lie.
Alana?
Don't say my name like it still means something to you. You know what the worst part is? I spent all week hoping I was wrong, hoping there was some explanation that didn't make me the punchline of my own marriage.
Sarah, please.
There isn't one. There never was. And I'm done waiting for you to find one.
Sarah, wait. Please, the kids. Think about the kids.
Don't you dare use them right now. Don't you dare make this about protecting a family you were never actually protecting in the first place.
I never wanted to hurt anyone.
Intent doesn't matter anymore, David. Only what actually happened matters now. And what actually happened is 18 years of my life spent loving someone who didn't exist. I'll be in touch about all of it. So will I. Okay, you're still here. You're still you. That part he didn't get to take.
How bad?
He bought us anniversary gifts on the same trip. Different price points, probably. I'd bet mine was cheaper.
Sarah.
Just drive, Michael, please. I know I'm done with the whole of this. I'm really, really done. Nothing is going to change that.
Mom, you're scaring me. What happened?
Your dad, he's not going to be living here anymore.
Is it because of Denver? Did he get fired?
No, baby, it's more complicated than that. Your dad made some choices that mean he can't be your dad and my husband in the same house anymore.
What kind of choices, Mom?
The kind that mean he wasn't honest with any of us. I promise, when you're both a little older, I'll tell you everything. Right now, what matters is, this is not your fault, either of you.
Not for 1 second. Are you gonna be okay, Mom?
I'm going to be more than okay. I promise you that.
I heard you crying in the bathroom last week. I didn't know what to do, so I just left.
You didn't do anything wrong, Emma. Sometimes there's nothing anyone can do in that moment except let a person have it.
Is there someone else? Is that what this is?
There's more to it than that. More than I can explain tonight.
But yes, trust was broken in a way that isn't something we can fix by talking it out over dinner. Okay, I'm not going to pretend I understand it all. But I believe you. That's enough for tonight, right?
That's more than enough. That's everything, actually.
So here's where it stands. Legally, you were his only wife. His marriage to Elena isn't valid, which means, on paper, it never happened.
That doesn't make it hurt less.
No, but it means the house, the accounts, the years, legally, that's yours to fight for. And with what he did, fight is generous. This is barely a fight.
18 years, and it comes down to a stack of paper proving I existed first.
It comes down to you finally getting what you're owed. That's not nothing, Sarah.
What about Elena? Sophia?
That's not your fight to carry. But if it helps, she's filing too. Fraud, emotional damages, she's not letting him walk away clean either.
Good. He shouldn't get to.
There's something else. Bigamy's a criminal charge in this state, not just a civil issue. If you want, this doesn't have to stay between lawyers.
He could actually be charged?
He could. It's your call whether you want to go that route or keep this purely in family court.
I'm not doing this for revenge, Michael. I want to be clear about that, But I'm also not going to protect him from consequences just because being merciful would make me feel like a better person. He gets what the law says he gets. Nothing more, nothing engineered by my guilt.
That's about the clearest-headed thing I've heard anyone say in a divorce meeting. Ever.
You know, your father wasn't perfect either, but even he never managed a whole second zip code. Mom, I'm just saying you come from strong women. We don't fold, we just fold laundry. That's actually not bad, Mom. You should get that printed on a mug. You're going to be all right, Sarah. Better than all right. You already are, you just can't see it yet from in here. I don't even recognize her. That version of me who thought this was forever. She's still in there. She's just gotten a lot smarter since that picture was taken. Smarter, that's one word for it. The smartest thing she ever did was find out the truth instead of living the rest of her life inside somebody else's lie.
I had everything. Twice. And I still managed to lose both.
Sarah, it's me. I know you don't want to hear from me. I keep trying to figure out the moment it went wrong, not the marrying her part. Before that, the first lie, I can't even find it anymore. There were so many. They became the way I lived. Coward, even now.
You've been smiling this whole game, Mom. It's kind of weird. Is it weird to just be happy? No, it's just new. Good new, though. Yeah, good new. Run, Jake, run! Mom, oh my God, sit down. You're gonna fall off the bleachers.
Absolutely not. That's my son rounding second base like an Olympic athlete.
Look at you. Look at you go. Look at you. Look at you go. Sarah, the joint fraud suit is moving forward. I know we never should have had to meet the way we did, but I wanted to say thank you for knocking on that door, for telling me the truth even when it cost you too. I don't think we're friends, but I think we're something. If you ever want coffee, the offer's open. Elena. Something. Yeah, I think we're something too.
On the charge of bigamy, this court finds the defendant, David Mitchell, guilty as charged, sentencing to follow a full financial accounting to both parties.
It doesn't feel like winning. I thought it would feel like winning.
It's not supposed to feel like winning, Sarah. It's supposed to feel like the truth finally outweighing the lie. That's different. That's better, actually, in the long run.
You said I was silly when I asked if Dad had a secret family.
I did say that, and I was wrong too. You noticed something true, and I dismissed it because it scared me more than I let myself admit.
So I was right.
Yes, you were right. I'm sorry it took me so long to catch up to what you already sensed. That won't happen again. I promise you, if something ever feels wrong in this house, I will listen to you the first time, not the 10th.
Okay, I believe you.
Good, because you and me were the real thing in this house now. Nothing borrowed, nothing hidden. I keep thinking I should hate you. It would almost be simpler. Believe me, I've thought the same thing about you. Neither of us did anything wrong, though. That's the annoying part. He's the only villain in this story, and he doesn't even get a scene in it anymore. Good. Let him disappear from both our stories the way he disappeared from being honest in either of them. To finding out. Even when it destroys you first. To finding out. I wasn't sure this was a good idea. Introducing them. Neither was I, honestly. But look at them. They didn't create this mess. No reason they should inherit the awkwardness of it, too. Sophia asked me last night if Emma could be like a big sister. I didn't know what to say. Tell her yes. God knows they didn't choose any of this. Might as well let them get something good out of it.
Would you have forgiven him, or walked away like Sarah did? Would you have reached out to the other woman? The way Elena did? Tell us below and subscribe, because next week's story goes even further. Thank you for your time.